Now, making sure that you eat the right stuff in order to get track, that is very important. Too many people, they will change their ways completely and then they go and have a bad meal and all of a sudden, boom, those cravings come back like a steam train and you don't know how to get rid of it. So every now and again, throw in something into your meal plan that's not that great, but again, try and stay a little bit more healthy. Don't just have all of the bad stuff. Now, I know exactly how it feels when it comes to eating bad stuff. We sometimes want the things that we crave and we want it now. We don't want it tomorrow, we want it now. So what do we do? How do we get past that? Well, I want to show you meals that you can have, but also in the right portion sizes that will still help you stay on track and it won't increase your cravings or your hunger. So stick with me and let's get some good food going. Let's get cooking. Handful of raw salmon fillet, 1 crushed garlic clove, 1/3 cup double cream, a handful of sliced mushrooms, a handful of sliced leek, a small handful of gluten-free spaghetti, and the white wine is optional, but it adds amazing flavor and we'll only use about 1/4 cup of this. Tell you what, it's a good thing that I cut out the swearing in my videos, because what I did miss out in my ingredients is a small handful of chopped red onion. And then of course, at the start I say track. What does track mean? It's to stay on track. That's what I meant at the start. Add in a bit of olive oil, some unsalted butter, the red onion, and stir. Now let that fry for about 3 minutes. Also make sure that you cook on a medium heat. Now add in the garlic and give it a stir for about 30 seconds. Next we add in the mushrooms and make sure you keep stirring it. You can stir it about every minute, that should be fine. Now as soon as you start cooking your mushrooms, take a medium saucepan and fill it halfway with water and then bring it to the boil. Once it starts boiling like as you can see there, then you will add in your spaghetti. Now as the spaghetti gets softer and softer, I use a pair of tongs and I just gently move it around in the saucepan. As you can see, it's not that soft yet, but it's going a bit softer and I just move it around gently every now and again so it doesn't stick as well. And I don't want this spaghetti to stick to each other. Season with some sea salt, black pepper. Now you don't have to stir it all the time. What I do is I let it fry for about a minute and then I'll stir it again, only for about 10 to 15 seconds. I want to make sure that everything cooks properly, and I will fry these mushrooms until they go a bit brown and then I will add in the leek. The mushrooms have been frying for about 3 to 4 minutes and now I'll add in the leek. You can see they're nice and brown. Keep frying your ingredients for another 2 minutes and then we'll add in the wine. Remember, the wine is optional, you don't have to have this, but it does add amazing flavor. Add in about 1/4 cup white wine. Turn up the heat onto a high heat and stir again. So what you want to do is you want to cook away most of the alcohol. And as you can see now, there's not really much any wine left in the frying pan. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes and now I'm going to add in the double cream and then I'm going to turn the heat down onto a low heat and let it simmer. Also make sure to stir it again. Now as this keeps on cooking, this sauce will thicken up more and more, but we don't want the sauce to completely disappear. So I've got this on a very low heat at the moment. And just gently stir it. By the way, this smells great. Now the spaghetti has cooked for 10 minutes and now it's really soft. And how you can test this, you pick it up and then pinch it between your fingers and it should easily break off. Now for the crazy good part. So this, as you can see, has set a little bit because I took it off the heat and it cooked a little bit faster than the spaghetti. So I just put it to the side because you still want some of the creamy sauce in there, otherwise it will go a little bit dry. Now what we're going to do is I've just slowly reheating this. As I'm slowly reheating this, I'm going to give it a stir. Just move it around a little bit. You can add in a little bit more double cream if you want, but we're going to add the spaghetti in here, and I want you to put some of that sauce from the spaghetti into this pan as well, and I'll show you how. Use your tongs and then carry the spaghetti over into this frying pan. Make sure you get plenty of the water in there as well, so don't be scared of the water mixing in with the actual mushroom dish. Also, the reason why you add in some of the spaghetti water is because it gives beautiful flavor and it creates a very, very nice sauce. Place this on a very low heat and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Whilst your mushrooms and spaghetti is simmering away and creating nice flavor, we're quickly going to cook the salmon pieces. Add in some unsalted butter into a small frying pan. Add in the salmon. And again, I'll fry this on a medium heat. Season with a bit of sea salt, black pepper, some basil, and some parsley. So what I do with the salmon is I cook each side for about a minute. So you've got the top, the bottom that it's sitting on at the moment, and then I try and sometimes put it on its sides as well. That's not necessary. You don't have to do it like that because sometimes they can't stand upright. But after a minute I turn it over and it should normally take about 6 minutes to fry. Right, it's been 6 minutes and the salmon is definitely ready, and how you can test that is when you press on top, it will be a little bit soft, but of course it will still continue cooking. If it starts getting too firm, then it will be overcooked on the inside. Tell you what, the drum roll has arrived. This is going to be sensational. The smell of this is, wow, it's just great. Oh, you know it's going to be good. You know it. Let's go. So, this is a beautiful meal. Gluten-free spaghetti. It's creamy, it's lovely. You've got your mushrooms in there and all the different flavors, and it smells delicious though. And then you've got your salmon on there, all the goodness on the plate. That's salmon, very, very good for you. So this is how you enjoy a meal that is probably not so good for fat loss, but it is a treat. And it's not like you have it every single day, because the more pasta and spaghetti and things like that you eat, the more you're going to struggle. So this is my treat meal, and this is special. I'll enjoy every bite of this one, so there you go. Stunning, stunning meal, very, very tasty. Enjoy it, enjoy cooking real food, make yourself healthier, work for it. I mean, it's never tasted better, so have a great one and I'll catch you soon.